I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wigiana. I got your wig, ho.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Before we get into this video, everything I say is not motherfucking fact in this bitch, so don't take it as such.
Girls can't take my motherfucking mouth, bitch. My mouth is real, it is raw, it is raunchy, bitch. I'm gonna give the girls exactly what the fuck they asked for. The girls is going to know my wrath. Trust me.
Well, hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are a new user, okay? I'm Karen Huger's Wig, or the Wigiana, and I will be going over the Real Housewives / the Real House Husbands of New Jersey. And you know how I feel about the house husbands being involved in the Housewives show, as I thought this was the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I do like that they are supporting their wives. Yes, okay, support your wives, but put it back, bitch, okay? Housewives, not house husbands. Y'all are supposed to be like the supporting cast members, okay? Support, not we see y'all having solo scenes supporting, or not supporting. Wrong word. We see solo scenes of y'all carrying on the women's drama, talking about the women's drama. We don't, okay, I shouldn't say we don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, okay? Personally, it's getting tired. But here we are at Miss Josephine's party for the first scene, birthday party thrown by Miss Melissa. And we are going to see the Marge and Jen Fessler get into it. And guess who they are going to be talking about? Because all of these bitches say they are done with each other. And in every scene, they are still talking about each other. And that goes for everybody on this goddamn cast. I'm not just singling out the Marge. I'm not just singling out, who is it? Rachel or Melissa, Teresa too. Okay, all of these bitches are all talking about each other in interviews and so on when they said they are done with each other. What's going on? Are we going to get a whole season of y'all saying, I'm done, but y'all still talking about each other? No, but here we go.
I gotta readjust myself. I'm dying to hear about your chit chat.
Marge, I thought you said you didn't want to have anything to do with Miss Teresa, but you wanting to know what Jen Fessler's conversation was with Miss Teresa at a party a few nights ago, or whatever it was. Why do you want to know? I thought you just wanted nothing to do with her. That's what you were saying in interviews. But like I just said, y'all can't stop talking about each other, because what would y'all be talking about? Nothing. And then also, you know, Marge, I'm not trying to play you because I don't do hair. I really don't. I don't know nothing about it. But also, I feel like you should stop dyeing your hair so blonde like that, because you ain't got, like, it's fried. Like, not fried in the sense that it's, like, not healthy, but it doesn't look healthy because it looked like hay when it's... I'm not playing you, girl. You know, because you look actually really good, especially for your age. So live it on up. Yes, your body is snatched. I know that. I was eating you up about that Ozempic. Like, yes, do not be taken from the diabetics if you're not diabetic. If you are a diabetic girl, then I apologize. But I don't know you to be diabetic. You didn't say you were diabetic. You're just doing it to get skinty. So what I'm just saying is, don't take it away from the diabetics. But you do look good. I'll give you that. You look good. But I'm saying maybe go your natural hair color so it doesn't fry you out. And then I feel like it would give you some, like, youthful look to your face. I don't know. That would be cute for you. But I thought, again, like I was just saying before I got interrupted by your beauty, that you were done with Miss Teresa on a serious note. So why are we sitting here wondering or trying to control? In a sense, that's what it's given to me. You don't want Miss Jen Fessler, your girl, talking to Miss Teresa because y'all are falling out or fell out. She can talk to who she wants to talk to. You got Rachel jumping down her motherfucking throat, and now we got Miss Marge inquiring about a conversation that was already had and that is none of her business. I guess it maybe is her business because they were discussing the Marge, but like the Marge said, I don't want anything to do with Miss Teresa and Louis. But here we are wanting to know the conversation about Teresa and Louis, or Teresa.
My husband met with Frank
after New York. He said to him that everyone had met at Margaret's house the night before the reunion.
Oh, Teresa. And this is her, Teresa. I'll be Teresa.
Honey.
Marge, like I said, I thought you was done talking about Miss Teresa, but here you go, imitating her. You got jokes and all. But like I said to y'all just a few minutes ago, when she turned her head to the side, I know y'all saw that going on thin ponytail. And I don't even know how she even gathered that little bit of strands to put it into a ponytail. She needs to stop frying that shit, I'm telling you. And I'm saying again, her natural hair color, which is, I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's blonde or that type of blonde. She got that white blonde, like white color blonde, not being racist or nothing. I'm saying the white blonde, like Storm. It's frying her and it's aging her. If she gets something more, I'm not age shaming, I'm just saying it because, you know, older people can have like Storm hair, Storm aesthetics, but for the Marge, something more natural would maybe add or subtract some numbers to her age physically.
You guys all got together and you created a plan to take down Louis.
Is it true that you had a conversation with Louis about a meeting? And if so, why did you tell him?
First of all, I learned my lesson. I should just learn to shut up. The day after the reunion last year, all right? And you know, listen, I had some issues with Louis, all right?
Yeah.
Because I truly believe we were investigated, all right, which there was no need for it. And, bro, will you meet me? I said, no problem, all right? I met him for lunch, okay? And he said to me, Frank, well, I heard they met, beforehand. There was a meeting and the plot against me, blah, blah, blah. Everybody got together, all right? It was a day or 2 days before the reunion, all right? And it was to go over the reunion. And one of the things was, okay, how are we going to address this issue with Paulie? I keep saying Paulie, I'm sorry. Louis have us investigated, all right? And again, Brittany and I didn't go, all right? Not that we chose not to go. We had something else to do that night. So I don't know what was discussed there, first of all, at all. But I can tell you this, all right? It wasn't a dinner or a gathering to go there and contemplate, okay, how are we going to take Louis down?
Right.
Absolutely not. They were getting together for dinner to talk about the reunion. Everybody does it every single year.
It's normal. It's normal.
Exactly, CJ. And what happens is they make it look like, oh, you want to know something? I went and ratted on the other side because, oh, look what. No, absolutely not. And you want to know something? That's a shame because when I left that lunch, all right, with Louis, being totally truthful, he looked at me. I looked at him. I said, listen, Louis, I don't believe you. And Louis didn't believe me. Okay, but you want to know something? Like men, we sat down, all right? We sat down, we talked, all right? And that's it. Even though we don't believe each other, you want to know something? That was good enough for me. Put it aside. You want to know something? I'm okay with it. I do believe you did it. He does believe what I did. I'm not sure what he thinks I did, but whatever, all right? And we went out of there, but I was good. But then next thing you know, they turn it around, all right? Yes. Come on, guys. Being a nice guy, I want peace amongst everybody. All right, yeah. I want peace amongst everybody, and they sit there, and I was totally truthful with them. All right, and they manipulate it and change it, and change the story. It gets lost in translation. So that's it. What are you gonna do? From now on,
that disappoints me the way that was spun.
Yeah. So anyway, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. And I know anything can be spun, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Okay, good.
I said something. That's why I love when people come up. If I say something, I'll admit to saying it. All right.
Right.
Ask with this bullshit with Evan and stuff. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't say it. If I do it, I live up to it, and that's been my entire life. Unfortunately, I've had to live up to too many things. All right.
Hi, baby girl. Oh, it's nice over here.
We're talking about last night, Teresa and I had to sit down.
Why would you care if she thought you spoke poorly about Louis? You do.
Tell me this. What is the problem with Jen Fessler talking to Teresa? Like, why is everyone trying to govern Jen Fessler's friendship?
No, because no one's trying to govern her friendships whatsoever. You could see Also, Jen Fessler said, you could see in the first episode, she's like, I want nothing to do with her. I don't want to be around them.
Right.
She knew what happened. I had called her very upset with that phone call. She's like, they creep me out. I can't stand them. I was like, please just don't discuss me. What does she do as soon as she sees her? She runs and discusses me. I was like, Jen Fessler, what are you doing?
You're really close with Jen Fessler.
Yes.
It appears that she is trying to kind of maybe have some kind of relationship with Teresa.
Yeah, I was a little shocked by that. I'm not going to lie, because Teresa's really not her type of person. And you do see in the first episode how she says, like, I have nothing to do with these people. And then acts like really nice to them. So I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
I think Jen Fessler does not like confrontation.
No.
It doesn't like anything negative with anybody. But, I know Jen Fessler. I was friends with her before she got on the show. And I know the type of people she likes and socialize with. And, some things are just for appearances.
Right, okay.
In my opinion.
Not everybody has to fight with everybody in order for your
Guys,
to be
guys, it's enough. This is escalating way too fast. Margaret, Margaret.
Girl, you are becoming undone. And when I say girl, I mean Marge. I'm not trying to play you, but you need to act your age. This is very, like, not becoming for a mature lady. Like, you would think that you're, like, in high school or the way you're acting with trying to control who girls can talk to. I do understand. Hold on. I'm not trying to play you. And I know it's coming off like I'm a tree stump in this bitch or whatever y'all call Teresa stands. I like the girls all equally, but I like to call it like I think it is in this bitch. And I think Miss Margaret is being immature in this bitch because, like I said, the girls can talk to whoever they want to talk to. And let me get back to the point that I was going to make before I tried to clean it on up. I do think Marge is upset she said this, because Teresa and Louis allegedly called her son and threatened him or whatever, left a voicemail, texted him. I don't know whatever happened. Whatever piece of paper she pulled out at the reunion, that was her little proof. But is that good enough proof? Like Teresa said, she didn't do it. I'm not saying that I believe Teresa, and I'm not saying that I believe Margaret, but I'm just saying, like, I want actual proof. Can we hear a voicemail? Like, I'm not trying to play you. I'm just saying the girls don't have to believe this nonsense. They don't have to be involved. That's your relationship with Teresa. They can have their own.
I am not going to sit here.
I am saying to you,
let me get a
excuse
word
me.
out. Could you just you overtalk everybody?
There was a lot of time spent in the conversation that Jen was having with Teresa. She saw them laughing. So immediately, being as close as we all are, right? Immediately, you're like, what the is she doing?
What she is doing is being a grown-ass woman, minding her business, talking to whoever she wants to talk to, because she's not a slave, bitch. Are y'all all masters? What century are we living in? What era? What the fuck is going on? This bitch is older than you.
This was really my frustration, like, with Jen Fessler in episode 2, is like seeing how well Teresa is able to manipulate her so quickly with one conversation is all it took. You are buying her bullshit. And it's exactly that.
Kind of like social climbing.
I think the part that's hard is that I love you so much.
Yeah, exactly.
And I value our relationship so much, and I'm gonna cry, but like, it's so hard to navigate somebody that's trying to hurt my family.
Y'all cannot be serious. What? I'm at a loss for words. I'm not, like, I get crying, like I'm an emotional person. Boo-hoo-hoo. But this is no reason to be crying. Are we really that serious, girl? You and your husband, Festa Mushmouth, are reaching for a storyline. You are hanging on to Marge's thin-ass ponytail and grasping on the straws that she's grasping on for a storyline as well. What the fuck is going on here? It's not that serious. Girl. No.
Shut up.
This whole baby, like, thing that just happened.
Don't get upset over it.
Listen, it's when you feel like you're being attacked by somebody who's like your best friend.
This, you know,
This
and
is what happens.
and you don't love
It's
me
not
or
you.
whatever.
They're-
It's just
they're
it's
very
baby,
upset.
it's baby bullshit.
You just receive what I'm saying and you let it sit and you carry that for me, and I appreciate that in our friendship.
Right.
Because you are good friends with Teresa, and it works for us in the capacity that like we're not as close as me and Jen are.
Right.
But you receive things and you're like, I understand that and I respect your perspective.
How did this friendship kind of forge?
You know, we had to tie up some loose ends and have some hard conversations, but we're good now.
Yeah.
So you guys will get to see how that comes to fruition.
Yep. I'm happy about it because I really wanted this friendship to work. I needed someone like her joining this group of friends, so it's all good.
Jackie's like, well, and it gets in the middle of it, and I was like, I don't want to hear it.
Marge, you know I don't want to keep pulling upon your thin-ass ponytail, but I do have to say, I feel like you're more upset with Jackie not, you know, riding your nanny, not hanging on to your thin-ass ponytail, not defending you or backing you up, because if she were, then you wouldn't mind her talking, but because she has a different view and opinion on the situation, you don't want her to talk. You want her to be a mute in this bitch, and she's not going to be a mute. She is not your slave, okay, girl? So the next thing we're going to see is the Marge upset with Miss Jackie, and she is talking to her husband about it, okay? She is upset that Miss Jackie wrote a book and didn't give the Marge an advance copy, but she gave Melissa an advance copy, and she gave Jen Fessler an advance copy, but she didn't give the Marge, who I guess the Marge said she helped Jen Fessler, not Jen Fessler, oops, wrong lady. She helped, no, I didn't forgot this girl's name. Oh, here it goes. She helped Jackie get this book deal, but Jackie says this is not true. I don't know, but I guess maybe Marge helped her set the book deal thing up so she feels like she should get an advance copy. Is that what it is? Okay, let's get into it.
Jackie comes over chiming in. I don't know what's with her.
So tell me about you and Jackie. Where is your relationship now? Because we see in the first episode, you kind of almost like, I felt like you were insinuating that you're a little disconnected because Melissa got her book and you didn't.
No, yeah, Melissa had gotten her book. Jen Fessler had read the book. Anthony, who helped her get the book deal, who I introduced her to, or she would not be working with, got to read the book. I had given her my entire press list for her to send the people the book. She needed the press list. She'd asked my
really nice.
assistant. I didn't get an advance copy at that point. I purchased the advance copy on Amazon. I'm going to support her. I'm going to gift her book. I thought it was weird, and I felt like she was trying to stick it to me. So I was hurt. I was just hurt. And when I brought it up to her, she was like, we're not that close. You're entitled. How dare you think you should get the book? Melissa's the press. Melissa was like the New York Times the way she asked. I was like, okay, So we're not very, it was just very bizarre, her reaction. She could have just said, I'm so sorry, I'll send you the book. But instead, she was like, you didn't help me. By the way, everybody's a team. I am nothing without everybody who has stuck by me. I have the most amazing team. I could do nothing without them, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for my girls around me. She is an ingrate, and I'm not saying I'm taking the credit for her book. It's nothing like that. The girl's the most talented writer. I want to put that out there. She is so super talented, but no one does anything on their own.
Got it.
Without the people who champion you, and she is.
Yeah.
And it's quite apparent the way she feels. What is going on here? How many times has she checked on me? After Jan died, how many phone calls did I get? Granted, she came to Jan's funeral, she came to the Shiva, she was great. But then people forget. It's hard.
Okay, I promise y'all I do watch this show because I wouldn't be recapping if I didn't. But who the fuck is Jan? Jan is the name she's saying? What the fuck name is she saying? Because I was sitting here having this discussion with my friend thinking that the mother died. And she was like, no, girl, her ex-husband died. Is this true? Is the ex-husband who she's crying about? I'm not saying she can't cry, but hold on. This the ex-husband you cheated on with the plumber that you sitting across from the table now with, eating a burger? You feel bad because what's going on? I'm confused on who's dead. Did her mother die? Or did the ex die? Either way, sorry for your loss, but I'm just confused on who really died. Who is Jan? Jan. Somebody in the comments tell me, I know I'm missing the link in this bitch, and you're going to be like, damn, bitch, it's not that hard. You don't watch the show. Yes, I do. But sometimes I skip over the Marge's storyline. And now I'm inquiring about the Marge's storyline because what the fuck is going on? I know this whole ex-mistress is not crying over her. Okay, I guess it is her children's father. But you don't have a relationship with your children, right? They don't like you because you cheated on their father and had him hurt and down bad. And you bragged about the affair, wrote it in your book. You was living it up, having sex in the shower. You wanted to get Joe's smell off of you, the plumber's smell off of you, or something like that. Or maybe you wanted to keep it on. I don't know what it was, but you was a mistress asshole. But again, sorry for your loss, girl.
I know that you and Margaret are not in the best of places. Or not. And that was surprising for you.
Yeah, very surprising for me. But you know what? You know, people, sometimes friendships, you know, they evolve, they come to an end, you know.
And how are you and Margaret? Because obviously you and Margaret are very good friends.
We're very, very good friends. We are very, very good friends. I'm good friends with Jack. Everybody's my good friend.
But
I'm
I don't
good.
put you in the middle.
Never. No, neither one of them do. I'm very, and I'm very grateful for that.
Danielle, do you have any thoughts on Margaret and Jackie deciding not to move forward together as friends?
Oh my God. There are so many things I can't wait for this next season to air. Oh my God. That to me is the most wild thing I've ever witnessed. One of the things this year. It's like I said, I see things from both sides. And I have my opinions on people now from the other side. So you know, that's interesting.
Yeah, because Melissa kind of made it out to seem like Jackie was a little parched when she started feuding with Margaret.
She did tell us that, yes. She implied that.
Well, this is her bestie. You can't look at her for any of those questions. And she's going to back her up, rightly so. You should always back your girl up. But I can speak on...
No, it's not just that I'm going to back her up. I don't think it comes from a thirst. I don't. I think that they have had issues, and they had issues before filming started. And I don't think Margaret would say that Jackie was just trying to be relevant. I don't.
I 100% disagree with everything you just said.
That's what makes Housewives.
100%. The one thing that I can say that I noticed the most this year is that I have seen people do the most obscene things, act the most obscene way, be the most evil, do the most stupid that is so questionable that I'm like, what resides in your heart and in your soul? I just don't get it.
Okay, yeah, and sorry for your loss, like I said, but I am going to sympathize with Miss DeMarge in this bitch, because if she did help Jackie set this book deal up, I mean, it would be nice if she did get an advance copy, because she did help you get the book deal. Not that she's obligated to get an advance copy, but if you're giving one to Melissa and Jen Fessler, you can give one to the girl who helped set the book deal thingy up for you, okay? I'm not a complete Marge hater in this bitch. I told y'all I like the girls equally. But I see what I see, and I got 4 eyes in this bitch, so I think I like to see even more advanced. Or I see even more advanced in this bitch with my 4 eyes. Yes.
You tell me what's going on. I'm
gonna cry the whole time we're sitting in. I love you, and I'm like, I'm hurt, Jen.
So we crying that Miss Jen Fessler was talking to Teresa. This got you broken down bad. It's that serious, huh? Like, really? What's going on?
I hate to see you cry, honey.
I can't stop lately. They're like freaking faucets. The part that's hard is that I love you so much.
Yeah, exactly.
And I value our relationship so much, and I'm gonna cry, but like, it's so hard to navigate somebody that's trying to hurt my family. You're sitting down with somebody that has tried to attack my husband and our family.
John Fuda and his past. When you called him the biggest
drug dealer in Paramus.
Did you say you're one now, or you were one when you were a kid?
Now?
That's
No.
wait. Okay.
I heard he was the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County.
That's what they thought
To
you
me
were saying.
now, he looks like an amazing father, a great husband.
So if somebody accused your husband of doing something defamatory to his name based on an ex, would you be upset?
I would.
You have children.
I would.
Right? You guys have a reputation to
And
carry.
I would defend him till the end.
Like, you're taking a convict's credit over mine.
I'm not a convicted felon at all. So what they posted, they actually left out the bottom of it. So there's actually 2 more lines in that same exact report that says it was dismissed. So, you know, like any other juvenile kid, all right, I got in trouble when I was a juvenile, got myself into a couple things, going through an adolescent stage, got myself involved in a couple things, fights and this and that. And someone took it, posted it, and left out the part where it says dismissed to paint a picture of me. I'm not a convicted felon at all.
Whole situation happened with you that Teresa said John's the biggest drug dealer. I didn't want to say it because that's disgusting.
We were talking about something that happened 20 years ago. When John was 17 years old, he was selling pot and got arrested. That's it. That's the story.
Teresa and Jennifer don't mind sort of getting into the mess of what's happening on social media and rumors and stuff. Do you feel like they or I guess why do you feel like they're trying to weaponize the bits and bobbles they find on Twitter or through, you know, an investigation to get in touch with the baby mama? Like, I mean, just what do you think is the intention behind it? Is it to hurt you guys?
I think it's for relevancy. Is that a word? Did I just make that up?
No, that's
I think
a
it's to be, I think, you know, to just make themselves relevant, because that's the name of the game, right? If you have no one to talk about, or you have nothing to bring up, or you don't have to, you know, she holds my husband accountable for the reunion. Which I don't understand. I don't get it. But this is like her retaliation. I don't know. It's missing the mark for me. That's just how I feel about it. It's a little lost in translation, but it's just kind of the little coinky dink, how everything that, like, you know, we see on the internet is what makes it into our cast events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, she seems to hold John accountable for whatever happened at the reunion, but I do love that you and John are holding her accountable. Like, you know, John's out here able to joke about the double-sided dildo, and then you at Fessler's party, you're like, did you want to say what you said to John's face? Because, you know, he's right here. I feel like newer housewives would be not as ready to go up against an OG like Teresa. But I mean, according to John, she is a has-been. So like, did you kind of go into this season knowing you wanted to like have a moment with Teresa and address her face to face about this situation? Because at the end of the day, it's like, how long could you guys let her get away with it?
Look, if someone, whether it's Teresa, whether it was Dolores, whoever it is, right? If you come after my family, I'm going to defend them. I'm doing what anybody else would do. Like, I didn't go into the season thinking that that's what I would do. I definitely thought I was going to, me or my husband or both of us would be attacked for sure. That was definitely in the forefront of my mind. But I just think that it's to have a supportive husband in all of this, and for him to like just really be involved in a career choice that I made. I'm just grateful to have him by my side through all of it.
With everything that you guys have been through just as a friend group, Danny and I are curious. What were your thoughts when Teresa was cast on House of Villains? I was surprised that she would do it, that she would like claim the villain title. So like, what do you think?
Hustling for a buck out here in these streets. You got to do what you got to do.
Do you know what? A check is a check is a check, I suppose.
Yes.
You know?
And with the trailer, with some of the teasers of what's unfolded about the financially draining and everything like that, I guess, you know, it's good to have some money streams always pouring in.
Good. I mean, she took the title. I mean, I didn't take the first punch, as she says, right?
Y'all need to stop, okay? So we're moving on to the next scene, which they are at this charity baseball game that they do every season. I'm not doing that as shade because, yes, support the charities and so on. But we see Miss Jackie and we see Marge get into it because Jackie is coming for Miss Danielle about not being invited to a party that everybody else was invited to. So then the Marge comes to Miss Danielle's defense, and then Jackie gets upset, and you know Miss Marge is already upset due to not getting an advance copy of Jackie's book. So this is where the issue is stemming from.
We are friends.
No, but then you had a party and didn't invite me. I was the only one again. I thought that was not.
You and Danielle weren't close. You weren't getting along. You can't take it such a personal offense.
Like, you don't take my side in anything.
Jackie, my whole life I've taken your side.
You
I've
like
only
are
championed
making
you.
a lot of excuses for why it's okay for somebody to make me the only person cut out.
Okay.
And that's fine if that's how
no.
you really feel. But
No,
like,
this is the way I feel. What have you ever done for me?
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. It was the anniversary of his death.
I forgot to say she's also upset due to Miss Jackie not calling her, due to it being the anniversary of Jan's death. Who the fuck's name is she saying? I'm sorry, I really don't understand what she's saying and who she's saying. But I do feel bad for her. I'm like, sorry for her loss. And again, who the fuck is she talking about? She's saying it's the anniversary of his death. Is it the ex-husband? Again, I know I was just eating her up about crying for her ex-husband. She can feel bad for him because I know she cheated on him with the plumber. So I would feel bad as well. And he passed away, probably still mad at her. I don't know this to be true, if he's the one who really died. But who really died? Is it the mother, the ex, like somebody, the grandma? Is her grandma still alive? What's happening here?
Dolores checked on me 3 times this week. Melissa called me.
All right, I feel like you don't even give me the time of day anymore.
Be what you
Okay,
want.
but how about
to
being my
everybody
friend
else.
and in that moment?
I'm not
saying,
doing it. Oh my God.
Then don't do it. You keep saying you can't do it. Then don't do it.
Ooh, Jackie, you getting crunk for your tomato, bitch. I see you. But I do feel like you are wrong a little bit because, like I said, if Miss Marge really did help you set your book deal up, why didn't she get an advance copy? And if you are really her good friend, like you guys were claiming you were, why did you call and check up on her during this loss in her life? What's going on with that, Miss Jackie? But I'm here to see where this relationship goes between the two of them. And I will see y'all next week. Thank y'all for being here throughout this chaos in my sour ass mouth. And yeah.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax because I said what I said.